morning, and welcome to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. And Professional Floor Covering is where we are broadcasting live this morning here on Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. And Cale Zomer alongside Justin the Ninja Wilski. Good morning, Ninja.
Good morning, Cale.
How are you on this fine morning?
Oh, it's a beautiful day and a beautiful time to be out here at Pro Floor.
Yes,
it's a great
is.
store, but with the sun coming through the windows, you can see just how this would look in your home.
Exactly. I know. It's. I pulled in. I was like, man, this is a great day to be out here at Professional Floor Covering. And we've got the man himself, Randy, from Professional Floor with us. Good morning, Randy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thanks.
I noticed pulling in today, I noticed the white smoke coming out of the Pro Floor's chimney, so that I thought, oh, they must be announcing Randy as the new Pope of flooring.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Well, glad to be here out at Professional Floor Covering. Lots to talk about out here, as we always do, and we'll be with you here until 11 o'clock this morning, a special extended edition, 2-hour edition of Hometown Today. So super excited to talk about. I mean, you just look around the store. I'm so distracted right now because there's so much to look at. So there's a lot to talk about, and of course, right now it is May. We're into May. Hard to believe. We're already we're over a week into May, actually, already, which is crazy to think. And May, it's the Gold Take sale here at Professional Floor Covering. Randy, tell us what the heck the Gold Take sale is all about.
Well, we're a Abbey flooring dealer, and every May, Abbey runs a Gold Tag sale, which puts every single one of their products on sale for the entire month of May.
Okay, very good, very good. And so there's lots of savings to be had, and you've got quite the selection here, don't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of things in here.
There's a lot of things in here. So we're going to be talking about a lot of that here throughout the morning on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And Ninja, I mean, big news yesterday. There's a new pope.
There is a new pope, yeah. I'm not sure yet if he's reached out to Randy about new flooring in the Vatican.
I mean, I got to think that call is coming.
I'm quite sure he did reach out the other day, but
Okay.
I'm not positive. I didn't read the email.
I'm sure there is a very simple process to getting to redo the floors of the Sistine Chapel. I'm sure that's a very simple.
I imagine Cura marble or something, right?
Yeah. Or Abbey carpet. Maybe they want some Abbey carpet.
I thought it was Jerusalem slate.
That could be.
That could be. See, I like it. You're on top of it, Randy. Again, we are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 here in Beaver Dam, 713 Park Avenue. Almost forgot the street there. Or you can visit them online at proflr.com. But why wouldn't you come into the store and check out everything going on?
It's a feast for the eyes and for the feels texture.
It really is a feast for the eyes. I mean, I'm looking around. I'm seeing tons of different samples of flooring. I mean, we've got talk about some of the different types of flooring you got in here.
Well, we've got something for everyone, that's for sure. So we've got a huge selection of carpet. We got a massive selection of LVP, which that seems to be the trend now. You know, everybody wants to take the carpet out and put the LVP in, the wood look. We have actually real hardwood. We have a lot of ceramic tile. And then, of course, there's cabinets, countertops, and blinds.
Let's talk a little bit about that LVP flooring, because as you mentioned, that has become so popular. I mean, I have so many friends and family that every remodel I've seen done, it seems like they're putting an LVP somewhere. It's a really popular option, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. We spend a lot of our week working on LVP jobs. It's easy to install. It's a very durable floor. And it holds up very well, so it's popular.
Is that durableness? Do you think that's kind of that main factor in people choosing to go with the LVP because of that durability?
It's the durability, and it's pretty much maintenance free. There's nothing you need to do but walk on it.
Yeah,
that makes a big difference.
And you guys offer a pretty wide variety of LVP. For different purposes and different price points, don't you?
Yeah, we sure do. We've got there's a lot of different brands in here. We have all the big brands, and then we carry a whole bunch of stock. We probably have, I would say, 25 different colors in stock.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to ask about colors, about 25 different colors, and a lot of different price points too.
Yeah, it starts out at about probably $1.50, and it goes up to probably $9. So
And it all, how do you, I mean, how does one determine which one they need?
Um, the, the higher your traffic, there's different wear layers. There's different grades.
Okay.
I got a thing over there I could show you that will show you the thickness of the wear layer on the
Oh,
top.
okay.
That makes a difference. The thickness of the product is also very important. But the floor itself is so easy to take care of. Even the inexpensive ones are somewhat durable.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the wear layer is tough, very tough on all of it. It's hard product.
Now, when I think of flooring, I think of like the purposes for it. So, like in a bedroom, you might have carpet. In a bathroom, you might have tile. Can LVP be used in a bathroom? Does it do well with that water that you might find in a bathroom?
Oh yeah, it's waterproof. There's it has a vinyl core. The whole entire piece is vinyl, so there's no particle board or MDF board in it or nothing like the old laminate floors had. Which, from the top side, if it got too wet, it would swell up and be ruined. This stuff doesn't do that. And actually, when the joint is locked together, it becomes waterproof from the top. It can't get through the joint.
So this isn't like those old, stick and bond vinyl tile things that you could buy at the big box store. I mean, this is really good, high quality stuff you're talking about.
Yeah, we don't really carry hardly any of the lower end ones. Those tend to be more hassle than they're worth. We do have probably middle to higher end stuff in here, stuff that's going to hold up, perform, and last a long time.
It's the Gold Take Seal here at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can also visit them online at at ProFloors, PROFLR.com, and check out. They just got a huge selection. And I always say, Randy, when we're talking about Pro Floors, I always kind of say, like, if you know it's time for a remodel, for new flooring, for new countertops, some of the other things we're going to talk about today, I always say, like, when it's time, if you're just not really sure where to start, a visit to this showroom is a great idea because you can walk around and really kind of start to get some inspiration.
Oh, absolutely. We've got a TV with pictures of all our past jobs on it. You can that helps a lot. You can see the finished product. Say, hey, that looks really neat. I'd like to do that, or lead people up there once in a while when they don't have a clue what they're looking for. And say, hey, how about we do something like this? I like it. No, I don't like it. Yes, I like it.
I mean, I find myself every time I'm here this morning, to do our broadcast. I don't have any remodel plans, and yet looking around the store this morning, I was starting to go, that would look good in the kitchen. Oh, what about this? And I wasn't even thinking about it. So you get some good inspiration walking around here.
Well, the nice thing is you can update your room by just changing the floor. It can completely change the entire look of the house.
That's true.
You could go from that 70s orange to a brand new plank floor that brings you right to the current times.
It is the Gold Take sale here at Professional Floor Covering. Does that go through the entire month of May then?
Till the end of May, yes.
Till the end of May. Awesome. So stop in here at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at PROFLR.com, and check out all the great stuff. We've got so much more to talk about here at Professional Floor Covering. We'll be back after this with more Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And welcome back to Home Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are live at Professional Floor Covering here on 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. Randy is joining us from Professional Floors. Yeah, he's got the coffee mug out. What number coffee are we on this morning so far?
Oh, goodness. I only drink
stopped
about a
counting at
quarter of
3?
it, and then I refill it.
Oh, you're the drink a little bit, top it off, warm it.
Well, it gets cold on me.
Yeah, I'm right there. I like a good. Do you like it like almost burning hot or just decently hot?
No.
Okay. See, I'm one that I like it hotter than it even comes from the coffee shop. Like I get it from the coffee shop and then I got to throw it in the microwave. I want it to scold my mouth when I drink coffee.
It's got to be just the right temperature. It can't be too hot. It can't be too cold.
Okay. My wife, meanwhile, pretty much has to drink cold coffee because she'll make herself a coffee, because she's a mom of 3, and she'll make herself a coffee, and then this kid needs something, and then she'll come back. Oh, it's cold. Got to microwave it. Put in the microwave. Hit 30 seconds, and then this kid's crying. Got to go take care of this kid. Forgets it's in the microwave. Half hour later, goes to microwave lunch. Oh, that's right. There's that coffee. You know how that goes.
Well, working here, I'm a mom of 15.
True, you are kind of a parent to 15
gets
here.
Cold.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure you have no distractions around here whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever. The real question is, do you do hot coffee even when it's hot in the summer?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way to do it.
So I belong to the Black Rifle Coffee Club. They mail it to me every month. So if I don't drink it, it just piles up.
Oh, well, see? So you're obligated. You have to drink it.
Right.
You got no choice.
Exactly. It's going to show up. You're not going to let good coffee go to waste.
Right.
So we are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at proflr.com. We've got Randy with us. It's the Gold Tag Sale going on all during the month of May here. And before the break, we were talking a little bit about the LVP flooring, and we'll get into some of the other types of flooring. One of the things I want to talk about, Randy, today, though, is some of the brands that you carry when it comes to flooring here at Professional Floor Covering. Can you talk about some of these brands that you have?
Well, of course, we have the Abbey brand, which is a mix of a lot of brands under the Abbey umbrella.
Okay.
But like Cortec is one of that's the leading name in LVP flooring. They were the inventor of the product. We carry their entire line, which is all of them racks over there.
Okay.
We carry Mohawk, Shaw, Engineered Floors, all of their carpet. Mohawk also has an LVP line. We carry Doll Tile, which is owned by Mohawk as well.
Okay.
We carry Florida Tile. We have all the big brands. I mean, anything that's decent, we have it.
It seems to me that you guys are somebody who, when you're bringing a product in here, you really want to have a good reputation and know that you've got a really good, solid product that you're putting into your customers' homes.
Absolutely. We want nothing but the best for our customers. We want you to be satisfied. We want you to be happy, and we don't want any hassles with that floor at all. You just walk on it and love it and be happy for the next 15, 20 years, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
We've learned, not to go into details necessarily, but we've learned, you guys inspect the product and look at it as well. And if it has a flaw, if it has a defect, you're not wanting to put that in the customer's house.
Absolutely not. And problems are something, we work hard to avoid because they're not fun to deal with. Yesterday we did have one with a flaw in it. I think I showed you a picture of it. If you know how they make the stuff, it was a carpet and the pattern was off. If you knew how they make it, they stand on this bridge and all the carpet slides underneath them. And there's these big lights shining on it, and it's the inspection table.
Oh, okay.
How they missed that, I have no clue.
I was gonna say, a great example of how you're gonna get, you're gonna get the right product, a good product. When you work with Professional Floor Covering, you and I got here this morning. Randy was on a call, getting something handled and going, "Hey, this has got to be right," and he wasn't joking around. He was, "No, this has got to be right."
Right.
We do the right product, so you're going to get the right product, a good product when you work with Professional Floor Covering, and you've got a great too. The cool thing about working with you with flooring is you're going to work directly with the customer with the installation process. Talk a little bit about how that works and some of the work you guys do with the homeowners.
Well, we have a number of different crews that we rely on, but we also have the best crews the area has to offer. So handpicked them. I've been in this business for 42 years. So I know every single person that's in the business. And most of them have at one point or another worked for me, and I know who's good and I know who's not. So we hand selected who we send to your home. These are very trustworthy people. I mean, you don't need to even be there. They'll go in, get the job done, and get up. That's our ultimate goal. Get in, get it over with, and get you back up and going on your life.
And of course, get it done right the first time.
Right.
So you don't have to go back and do the whole job again or do things again.
Absolutely. The last thing we want is to come back. I mean, we want to complete the job and move on.
Unless, of course, they come back to do another room, right?
Right. That's
Well, true. Yeah, right. Well, they're going to be so happy with the room they did, they're going to want to do another room.
That's a gimme.
Yeah, exactly. Can you talk a little bit about how the process works? Somebody goes, all right, like this carpet is dingy. It's been in here since 1971. It needs to be replaced. I don't know where to start, but I'm afraid it's going to cost me money to start the process. But one of the cool things about Pro Floors is, you guys will work with them at no cost at the beginning to come out, measure, and kind of figure things out.
Yeah, it costs absolutely nothing to come in here and take a look, see what there is to offer. We'll steer you in the right direction as far as whatever room you want to do, whatever. Then we'll come out, we'll measure it, and get you an exact quote. If you have some rough dimensions of your room, we could give you a rough idea of what it's going to cost before we even come out, based on whatever you pick out in here. There's tons of different qualities, and everything has a different price point. So there's a style and carpet for every single walk of life. So if your budget is $500, if your budget is $5,000, there's a piece in here.
Yeah. Is it helpful? You said, if you can try to maybe bring some rough measurements. Is it helpful if somebody's coming in to bring maybe a couple of pictures of the room? Is that helpful at all too, to kind of help figure out?
Yeah, that definitely helps. I mean, most people come in, they have an idea of what color they want, but not all. They start looking around, and you see what the latest and the greatest, of course. And right now the neutral colors are in style, the tans and the grays. And as simple as changing that carpet out really can upgrade that room. It really makes a difference.
It really does. I've seen a few homes that's all they do. They everything's fine, and I've seen some even where I'm like, I don't know, I didn't think the flooring was all that bad that they had, and then they changed out, put in some really nice LVP or some really nice Abbey carpet. You're like, wow, this has just completely changed your home, for the better. It's really impressive how much.
If you want to see how bad the carpet actually looks, your old one, move your furniture. Move the furniture out and then take a look in the room.
Sure.
Yeah. It is very easy for us to leave that furniture in the same spot for years and years and years, because that's the right flow of the room. That's how we're comfortable. And then,
so all of a sudden you move and you're like, oh my God, I had no idea it looked that bad.
I've got a giant sectional in my living room that is impossible to move. That I have told my wife I am refusing to move that until it is absolutely done for, and I'm leaving the house because I don't even want to see underneath that thing when it comes out.
Now, we did glass over something that we should point out. Randy talked about his years of experience that he's got.
Yeah.
If you want to see that experience on display, watch him measure a room. He is so fast with a tape measure, shooting it across the room, getting measurements, keeping it all down. And, there at one point was a challenge. I think Sean the Painter's backed out of it now. But there was at one point a challenge to see if Randy, with a tape measure, was faster and more accurate than him with his laser measuring tool.
With his laser measuring tool.
And I'll be honest, I had my money on Randy, watching him work.
I don't blame you. I know I've seen that too. It's pretty impressive. I'm like, Randy, do you want a notepad? No, I got it. I got it right here. Yeah, he's pretty impressive.
I mean, if your dork's out there, he's like a Jedi with a tape measure.
He's a Jedi master at his level. Really, is what he is. We're talking with Randy here at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can also visit them online at proflr.com, and make sure to stop in during the month of May for the big Gold Take sale. Check out their huge selection of flooring. I mean, we're talking carpet, we're talking LVP, we're talking hardwood floors, we got tile and stone. You guys do custom area rugs, which we're going to talk about a little bit later as well. And of course, they've got other great stuff as well. If you're doing cabinetry in your kitchen, got you covered for cabinetry, countertops, a huge selection of countertops, and a whole lot more. So make sure to stop down 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at proflr.com, where we are broadcasting live this morning. Hometown Today, presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Ninja, you got any lunch plans yet for today?
No, nothing planned out yet. Do you have something to recommend?
I might. You're a fan of a good brat, aren't you?
Who isn't a fan of a good
How
brat?
about you, Randy? You a brat guy?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I got lunch plans for you guys. Stop down today at the brat fry for our friends at Life Academy.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, division of Green Valley Enterprises. They are hosting a brat fry today at the market, formerly Food Pride here in Beaver Dam, North Spring Street, from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., 10 a.m. till 1. And they've got some good food down there. They got a couple of good sides that they're going to be serving up as well. And all the proceeds from today are going to go to benefit the Good Comer Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon.
I've heard of that thing.
Yeah, I think we've heard of that once or
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
The Children's Radiothon sounds familiar. Exactly. So stop down there again from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. today at the market on North Spring Street. Grab yourself a brat and some sides and a drink, and have a delicious lunch and help out a great cause.
And then go home and contemplate your floors, because
And then go home and contemplate your floors. Check
I
out your
was
floors.
thinking we'd stop down there. I'll buy you both lunch, and then you help me unload that delivery I got coming later today.
Yeah,
You know, I
sure.
just remembered I have
know,
a
like,
few,
yeah. I think I have time for the brat, the undelivered.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I might have to rush back before that time. Again, we are broadcasting live at Professional Floor Covering 713 Park Avenue. We'll be back with more Hometown Today after this on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, who invite you to stop in and discover the floor model clearance sale on Symbol and Simmons Beauty Rest mattress sets right now at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. The new mattress sets are arriving soon, and so they got to clear out the discontinued models, and that means you can save big on those. And they're not bargain basement qualities. These are top of the line models, but they're getting ready to bring in the new models. So, and the mattress sets are made right here in Wisconsin as well. So stop in during the floor model clearance sale going on now at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Quantities are limited though, so stop in as soon as you can. They can also help you out with adjustable bases, headboards, bed frame sheets, and mattress protectors. And they, of course, can deliver your new mattress, and they can help you dispose of the old one as well, because that's not as easy as it sounds.
Right.
So stop in today, McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, or online at mckinstryshomefurnishings.com. We are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. Kale Zomer alongside Ninja. And we've got Randy from Professional Floor Covering with us. And it's the Gold Tag sale here in May at Professional Floor Covering. And we touched on some of the different varieties of flooring. We talked a little bit about the great LVP. I know that LVP is becoming pretty darn popular, Randy. Is carpet still a pretty popular choice, though?
We do sell a fair amount of carpet. I mean, LVP has taken a bunch of that market away, but
Okay.
we still do a fairly good carpet business. And older people tend to really like carpet. It's quieter, it's warmer. I mean, it does change your acoustics when you put that LVP in there. I mean, it's definitely a louder floor.
Yeah.
I personally like carpet. I must be older. I don't know. But there's a lot of people that have pets. They don't like carpet at all.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Have you, I mean, you said you've been doing this over 30 years. Have you seen many changes in the carpeting business and how, I mean, in the carpeting industry?
Oh my goodness.
Too much change?
Yeah. Well, you have to remember when I started laying carpet, we were doing remember mauve? You guys are too young. You don't remember that.
I can.
That off pink color.
Yep, I still.
In
Yeah,
the
there was.
80s.
I may have been too young when that came out, but or not around when that came out, but it was still hanging around when I was.
Well, we did that for 10, 15 years. That color was popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see nothing like that anywhere anymore.
No, the mauve. You probably don't see much of the puke green either these
Right.
days.
Not much shag carpeting.
Not a lot of shade. Yeah, you do a lot of shade carpeting these days.
Well, for a while the frisé was real popular, which was a
Okay.
lot like a shag. It had a kink in the yarn, and it kind of laid over top of each other, and it was a shaggy look with a smaller cable.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
I would say, as a guy who likes to walk around barefoot as much as possible, carpet has its place. But that being said, you guys have some really interesting textured stuff for flooring in bathrooms. If I want to do tile in the shower or the bathroom that I'm not going to necessarily slip on as easily when it's wet. You guys have textured tile and stuff for that as well.
Oh, absolutely. There's all kinds of stuff that's non-skid nowadays. In bathroom, a wet floor is always dangerous. It's not, it's not slip proof, but
Right.
it would be slip resistant. But a lot of them have some type of texture on to keep you from slipping and falling.
And you talk about some of these great lineups you have of carpet, some of the really popular brands that you carry.
Well, we have Shaw, we have Mohawk, and of course we have the Abbey. We have Alexander Smith. We have Dreamweaver. We have Engineered Floors. We have, I think there might even be some Southwind in here. We have a very big mix of carpet. Oh, we also have Staten, which is
Yeah,
really,
you guys carry
really
the
high-end
Stanton
area
line.
rug
Is that still a
carpet.
pretty popular
Yeah.
line there?
It's really, really nice stuff.
What is it? What is it about that makes it so great?
It's actually a woven product, so it's made more like a rug. They weave it. They don't just tuff it. And really, really fine yarn, really soft. Makes a nice rug. It's good for steps, area rug. And with LVP, I mean, that's perfect. You put the LVP down, you're going to need an area rug.
Right.
And then you got to figure something out to do on them steps. So you could possibly do LVP on them, but a lot of people will just put carpet on. It's a little bit safer, it's quieter, and it's a lot less expensive than the LVP on the steps.
All right, talking with Randy here at Professional Floor Covering, where we are broadcasting live today until 11 o'clock, special 2-hour edition of Hometown Today, and we've got a lot more to talk about. We'll do that when we come back on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, presented by Professional Floor Covering, where we are broadcasting live this morning until 11 o'clock. Kale Zomer here. Ninja is with me as well. And, man, it is just a beautiful morning out there.
It is an incredibly beautiful morning. I feel like we finally hit an actual Wisconsin spring, which is great. And just like actual Wisconsin spring, we went immediately from a frost warning last night to 70s today. That sounds about normal.
That sounds about right for May in Wisconsin. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's about right. Yeah, it's good looking like. I mean, it's only going to get nicer throughout the day. We're looking at bright sunshine pretty much throughout the day. High of about 71 degrees tonight, dropping down to about 49. Looking like a nice weekend too. Tomorrow, Saturday, highs in the upper 60s, maybe almost 70 degrees. Partly sunny skies. Sunday, mid to high 70s, mostly sunny skies. It's going to be a beautiful Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. The real danger, though, of having beautiful days like this is you say to yourself, okay, I got to open up the house. I got to let things air out. So you start whipping open the curtains. You start opening all the windows. And then you start letting all that natural light fall on that flooring that has been walked on all winter long.
Yep.
Grimy boots, dirt, whatever. And you start sighing and you realize it's time to replace a little bit of this. Swap this out. Take care of that. And that's what you call this guy.
Yeah, Randy with Professional Floor Covering is here. I mean, is this the time of year as we get into the warmth that you start to see a lot more flooring projects come in, or is it pretty steady throughout the year?
It is fairly steady throughout the year, but in the spring and the fall are probably the two busiest times.
Sure, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because you just went through winter, and like you said, you start looking around and things are looking a little gloomy, and now you can do a little spring cleaning and let's spruce up that rug, spruce up that floor, whatever. And the same thing in the fall. You're thinking about, I'm going to be spending a lot more time indoors. Let's get this thing done so it's a little more comfy in here before we head into winter.
And May is the gold tag sale, so it's a perfect time to come in and get that new flooring. We've been talking about some of the carpet lineup you've got, and so is this one of those, with the gold tag sale, I mean, is this one of those I'm going to come in, I'm going to find one or two patterns or colors that are on sale? Or are we talking a lot more than that?
Oh, no, there's probably 10 racks that are on sale.
Yeah. So just about everything.
Right. It's every Abbey carpet. It's every single Abbey product is on sale.
And one of the nice things, too, is talk a little bit about the 60-day quality assurance guarantee.
That's a really good one. So if you're a little unsure, you picked out a carpet, you don't know, you're like, I see this little 6x6 sample, I don't know, how is that going to look in my room? And you take a chance and you order it and you get it put in, and for some reason, it's just not what you thought you were getting, and you don't like it, we will come, take the carpet out, replace it with another one of equal value, free. You will have to pay labor, but the product is free.
Okay. Can they if there's they want to do a little different product that's of higher value, they just pay the difference, I'm guessing. So,
right.
And that leads to a great point you had mentioned, Ninja, over the break, is the tools they've got to allow you to kind of visualize what it's going to look like.
Do everything in your power to make sure you're making the right choice and a smart, informed choice ahead of time, including your guys' visualizer that you have on the website.
Right. Take a picture of your room, download it onto the website, pick a product, stick it in there. You can see exactly what it's going to look like. So that warranty is getting less and less important all the time as we get better technology. That is a really great feature. I mean, it's not 100%, but it certainly helps to be able to see, that's way too dark.
Yeah.
Or I don't like the shading in that product. Like a lot of them wood floors go from dark to light,
sure,
light to dark. But anyway, that certainly helps. You can change the color to paint on the wall as well.
That's kind of a handy tool if you're thinking about refreshing
nifty.
everything.
And now they're working on countertops, having them included. You can change the color
so you can see how it's going to look with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, very interesting. I mean, that 60-day guarantee, that's such a nice thing, because obviously you are making a good investment in your home when you're changing the flooring, and so you want to make sure it's going to look right for you and work. So, having those 60 days to go, I thought it was going to look right. Now that it's in, I realize maybe something a little different. and you're not gonna like be totally out of everything. The team here at Professional Floor Covering is gonna set you up and have you in good hands. So that's a really nice thing to talk about. What about for folks that are trying to go green a little bit and use renewable resources? You got some options for those folks too?
Yeah, there's Mohawk has a carpet line. It's a PET polyester that's made out of recycled water bottles. So that's a pretty green product. Cork flooring, you'll find a little bit of that in here. That's a green product. Renewable. It grows back. They harvest it off the tree, and then it's kind of like the bark. And it grows another layer and harvest it again. Bamboo is another one. That stuff grows like a foot a day. We're not seeing that to be quite as popular as it used to be. I see it on a couple of LVP patterns.
Okay.
But sometimes it got kind of a bad rap. Some of them they weren't as durable as you would think, which makes sense because something that grows that fast, how can it be dense and hard,
Right.
Yeah.
So not a real great choice for a durable, long-lasting floor in like a kitchen or something,
And again, you have such an impressive selection of all flooring, but I mean, when it comes to that carpet, you've got a ton of rolls of carpet. I mean, how many rolls do you think are back there right now?
Well, we actually have another building. We have so much carpet in there. There is a pile on the floor of probably 20 rolls that just came in, and there probably was 40 or 50 in there already.
Yeah, so there's really gonna be something for everyone.
Oh, absolutely. Randy just needs to get a sample of each one of them here.
There you go.
Yeah, there's that process too.
Now, is there a room that's too big for you guys to do something with? Like if I come to you and I say, hey, I've got this massive rec room, that's 40 feet by 60 feet, are you going to look at me and say, yeah, we can't do that? It's too big.
Well, absolutely not. We're actually right now today, they are doing a room that is 26 feet wide by 79 feet long.
It's a big room.
That's a pretty large room.
Well, it's the arcade at a pizza ranch.
That makes
okay.
sense.
And the carpet has a 6-foot pattern match.
So every 6 feet.
So every 6 feet.
Every 6 feet it repeats, but you have to match that. So there's just an incredible amount of waste because you have to allow for that match. You might have to slide the one
Right.
6 feet to get it to line up with the one next to it.
So there's some legitimate math and science that goes into this whole thing.
This is why we don't do this work.
This is exactly why Randy does not hire us to install carpet, because it would not be a match. It would be a mess, is what it would be.
Like I told you, we like hassle-free installs.
Yeah, exactly. We are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue here in Beaver Dam. And did you have something you were going to show us on here?
Yeah,
I know you were excitedly holding this.
You had asked me for this, and I thought you would ask for something else. But this here would be the wear layer of a LVP floor.
Right here.
So the top one would be an 8 mil. You'll find a lot of that at
So I feel
box
that's
store.
okay.
Right.
So that's
Then there's a 12 mil.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you can
a couple of them in here.
definitely tell a difference in that
And then
thickness.
most of them in here are 20, which is this one.
Oh yeah, that's a I mean,
Right.
if you feel the difference between this 8 and the 20, I mean there is there's a massive difference. I mean, I can see how this is going to wear out a lot faster than this.
I mean, for people who are watching or listening, it's kind of like the difference of going between cheap tissue paper and like cardstock paper.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost a difference if you're ordering printer paper,
Right.
very standard thin Amazon Basics paper versus like really good heavy duty cardstock.
And even 12 to 20. 12's got its place. You know, if you're maybe a basement or something, room you're not using a
not
lot.
as much traffic.
But if you got kids, pets, main traffic area, you definitely want that 20 mil wear layer.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Well, I'm thinking, especially things like you say, high traffic, your mud rooms, kitchens, dining rooms. My kids cannot pick up a chair to move it to save their life.
Oh yeah, they slide them, right?
Oh yeah, they slide everything. So having that ability to, let it last a little longer, let that investment be worth it, is definitely a good thing.
Right, absolutely.
We're talking with Randy from Professional Floor Covering, broadcasting live here until 11 o'clock. We've got to step aside. We'll be back with more from Professional Floor Covering here on Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. We are broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering at 713 Park Avenue. Cale Zomer, Justin Wilski, and Randy from Professional Floor Covering is with us as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday morning to be out and about here at Professional Floor Covering, and we're getting a chat with Randy about all kinds of stuff. We've been talking about the huge we could probably sit here all day and talk about flooring given the selection you've got here, because there's a ridiculous amount of flooring, but lots more too. The name is Professional Floor Covering, but there's a reason we say your store for floors and so much more, because there is a lot more. One of the other areas that you guys do a lot of help with is in the kitchen. And you guys have a great lineup of cabinetry. Let's talk about a little bit about the products you offer here in the kitchen.
Okay, so we're a Marilat dealer. We carry Marilat. We carry two lines that they offer. One is the Marilat Classic, and the other one is Marilat Masterpiece, which is just a step up from the Classic line. So two very well-known name brands that do a really nice job on cabinetry. And then we also have a line called Kith, may or may not have. I think they come out of Alabama. The reason we have a couple of different lines is each company offers a little bit different things, So this one might have more custom things. This one, or Kith, is definitely more customizable. We can change the size to whatever you want. Make them deeper, make them taller, make them shorter, whatever the case may be. Both of them do a really, really nice job. And then, of course, there's the countertops, which we do big business with countertops here.
Okay. When it comes to the cabinets, what's the selection like there? How many different options do you think you guys have?
Oh, God.
Too many to count?
So there are a ton of things you can get. Everybody, there's so many things they put in them nowadays. A pull-out garbage can is a must. Everybody's got to have one of them.
Yep.
The soft close is no longer just on the drawers. It's on the doors as well.
Yeah.
So no more slamming them drawers and doors shut. They gently drop themselves shut. There's a multitude of things you can change. Like you could get like a real rustic look. They got little wormholes in them. They got some marks in them. They actually sand the corners off and then put a little stain on them. So it gives it a real old antique look. They offer tons of different finishes, whether it be paint or stains. I prefer the stains. The stains, I think, are a little bit tougher finish than a paint.
Right.
Easier to get a little mark in it. Easier to touch up than a paint. You get a little mark in there, you're kind of, it's hard to fix, But yeah, there's a ton of different things, different wood species. Hickory to oak to maple. All kinds of neat things.
What when it comes to putting in cabinets, what are some of the things like that go into deciding what look and what type of cabinet you're going for? Is it all just kind of personal preference? Are there other things you kind of factor in?
Yeah, actually, what most people do is they come in and they look at the different door styles they have to offer. We have a lot of pictures of different kitchens, room scenes, and gives you an idea, would I like that look or would I like this look? From a rustic look to a contemporary look to a modern look. There's something for everybody. That's definitely, whether it's a flat panel, a raised panel, or a shaker, or whatever.
What we talked about this when it comes to flooring, but when it comes to cabinets, what changes have you seen in that industry over the years?
Probably all the soft close
Yeah.
and the accessories, the pullouts, and I don't know if you saw the pullout in that blind corner cabinet. The blind corner where everything that you don't use very often gets stuck and pushed way to the back. You almost got to crawl in the corner box to get it out.
Yeah.
Well, they have really neat rollouts that'll drop in
Yeah, it'll
there.
kind of pull it out so you can reach
pull it
everything
right out
better.
and pull it right out of the cabinet, and there it is, right in front of you.
I've seen videos of those, and they look. I'm like, oh, got a corner. I've got a corner. I'm like, oh, that would be wonderful to have because it's like it's that it gets everything gets tossed right in the back there, and then I'm I'm too lazy to like get down there on the hands and knees and dig way in the back to I'm like, all right, I don't know, there's something back there, but we're not going to eat it anymore.
Yeah, honestly, it's things you don't need.
Yeah, it really is, right? It always is. Again, we are broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can also visit them online at proflr.com. There's a handy virtual showroom there and all that good stuff, so that's exciting. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much to look at here, Ninja.
There is, and you could probably spend all day looking at just different LVP types or different tile types or different counter types, and maybe you should, make that right choice. And Randy and the guys, you're all here to help make those decisions.
Oh, absolutely. If you're dealing with me, you're not going to spend all day. I'll lead you right to the one you need, and it will only take 5 minutes.
He doesn't mess around.
He's the guru of all this. He can just look at you and be like, yeah, you need some engineered quartz on your countertop. Let's walk you over here and show you what we got.
I guess after a few years, you kind of get an eye for it, don't you?
I have a huge advantage over people that come in and are looking. I've seen so many of them down. I know what looks good. I know what's going to go good with your woodwork. I know what's going to go good with your cabinets. That's the main thing I hear all the time. Well, I've got this honey oak color. And I'm like, yeah. So along with 3/4 of the city of Beaver Dam.
Mm-hmm.
So right this way. Look at this. This works perfect with it. We don't want to match that woodwork. We want to get something that complements it, that goes with it, but it also offers a contrast. So it's not all running together and looks like one color. You don't want that. Which that's one thing people will come in here and try to match that woodwork. And you're like, no, don't do that. You need one that complements it, not matches it.
Again, broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can visit them online at proflr.com. We'll be here with you until 11 o'clock. Big thanks, by the way, to Corey back at the WBEV Slumberland Studios for keeping us on the air this morning. We appreciate Corey stepping in and helping us out today, so that is a big help. I wanted to mention, by the way, Randy, are you much of a golfer?
Yeah, well, I do.
Are you one that you don't golf, but you throw clubs?
But I have not golfed in a couple of years.
Okay.
It's so aggravating for me. I have enough stress in my life. I really don't need that, and I don't miss it.
Well, I always tell people I'm not a golfer, but I throw clubs.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it goes for me. But we are just a few weeks away from the For the Kids golf outing to benefit the Good Comer Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. It's coming up Friday, May 30th. Out at Old Hickory, right down the road here. We could practically walk there from here.
I mean, I won't, but yeah, we could.
Or I could take a golf cart from there to here to check out flooring.
You could probably take the forklift.
Ooh, could I take
We're
the
so
forklift
close.
out to the?
Yeah.
That's I
Just
love
don't get
that.
off the pavement with it.
Now you got me thinking about we can get one of your forklifts out there on the golf course. What challenge we could do with that?
That will not work.
Yeah, no, it won't work. But that's coming up Friday, May 30th at Old Hickory Golf Club. $350 per team. That's 4 golfers, 18 holes, 2 carts, and we'll get you lunch for each golfer as well out there. And all the proceeds go to benefit the Good Comer Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. Plus, we'll have live broadcasts. We'll be out there with Hometown Today morning show. We'll be out there. We'll have a 50-50 raffle. We'll have we'll have a bunch of raffle baskets as well. So it's going to be a really great time. But time's running out to get registered. It's going to be, it's going to be here before a few weeks away.
Yeah, I know that it's going to be beautiful. The weather's going to be great.
Absolutely. So you can find all the details on the For the Kids golf outing on DailyDodge.com. We are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. We'll be back with more after this on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, where we are broadcasting live at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, Keels-Homer, along with the Ninja. Randy's going to rejoin us shortly. He's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy, and that, just shows, like, this is a working place. Obviously, this is a business that does a lot and has a lot of stuff going on. What do you say, like 15 kids he takes care of around here that he's got to handle? You're talking everything from managing, the warehouses, knowing what they got on stock, coordinating all the jobs. It's a big deal.
It is.
Randy's in charge of it all.
Yes, he is, and it's just, and I've said it before, but it's just, I always love walking in here because it's always amazing to me just the selection of products that they've got here.
I always threaten to walk through the carpet section, just kick my shoes off and start walking through. Randy says go ahead and do it, but I'm afraid if I do, I'll get yelled at. So
Yeah.
we'll keep it professional. We'll keep the shoes on.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose we can do that. Why not, right? We're going to talk more with Randy about some of this. I mean, we've talked a lot about some of the flooring that they've got here. I mean, fantastic selection of that. We talked about some of the cabinetry they've got here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the countertops, too. I mean, they've got a really nice selection of countertops, and Randy is just back helping out, fighting fires or helping out a little bit of everything, right?
Fighting fires. It was I had to talk to a job superintendent.
Sure. I mean, but again, like this just goes to show, like when you work with Professional Floor, you're going to be taken care of because even a radio broadcast cannot keep them from doing the job right.
Randy might not be out there laying down the flooring, but he's definitely got a hand in the work that's being done.
Exactly. Well, Randy, we were talking about the kitchen before, and we talked about cabinets, but obviously countertops are a big deal in the kitchen as well. And to talk a little bit about your countertop selection here at Professional Floor Covering.
Yeah. So you want to update your kitchen, paint the walls, change the countertop, change the floor, whole new look. Not that expensive. Quartz, granite, laminate. There's lots and lots of choices. There's a new product by Wilson Art called Thinscapes. It looks like quartz, but it's not quartz. It's laminate. Has an edge on it like quartz. Looks real nice. At probably a third less than granite.
What's the process for figuring out the right countertop for your room? What kind of things are you looking at?
Well, it depends how you. Quartz by far is the most popular. We do more of those than anything else in here. The stuff is incredibly durable. It don't scratch. It don't mark. It needs no maintenance whatsoever. Granite is also fairly popular. However, granite is porous stone. It needs to, it's a natural product, which is nice. It's a totally natural look, but they do a really good job of making the quartz look like granite.
Right.
But granite needs to be sealed. You got to put a sealer on it. The ones we sell come impregnated with the sealer, and it's good for 10 years. I have one in my bathroom. It's been in there for probably 15 years, and I've never sealed it, and it looks great.
Right.
I do. I mean, I do love the look of a good quartz countertop. I mean, it is really. They can look really nice when they're done right. I mean, are you looking? Do you have to look at what you're doing for cabinets and floors and kind of look at that whole picture?
Yeah, it's all about color. I mean, and
Yeah.
color and style. What kind of look you're trying to get? If you look at the display racks for the quartz, you'll see probably a third of them are like really light white colors with marbling in them. That is the most popular look right now.
Right.
It's not for everybody, but a lot of people like that look.
I've seen features kind of become more popular where they have like built-in drainage grooves and things like that for near the sink or other stuff. Is that stuff that's available through you guys?
Okay, so that would be like Corian. So that's a little bit softer product. The table we're sitting at here is Corian.
Okay.
They can router them grooves in, and then they polish it. But it is a softer product, and it's durable as quartz. It will scratch, but the nice thing is the color goes all the way through. You can sand the scratches right out. But yeah, they can do some really neat stuff with that. They can put borders on it. They can, your possibilities with that stuff are endless. But quartz is by far way more popular than Corian.
Okay with heat and stuff too, right? Like I can set a pan or whatever on it, and
okay.
it's not going to
So-
be a problem. Or is that a different
Oh
problem?
no, you just opened a can of worms,
okay.
Ninja.
So
I'm going to ruin my counters.
quartz is not heat resistant. Okay.
Okay.
If it gets too hot, it will crack. So, like a crock pot or maybe a Nesco roaster, you do not want to set that directly on the countertop. You need to have a trivet or something underneath it, just to dispense some of that heat.
Right.
Granite, on the other hand, it can take all the heat. You will not burn that. You can set a hot pan right on it, and it ain't gonna do nothing to it. However, you pay for this countertop, you will not set a hot pan on it. Trust me. It will. You just won't do it.
Right.
But granite can take the heat. Quartz cannot. And I'm talking a lot of heat. You're not. Your dishwasher shooting out a little steam. That's not going to hurt it.
Right.
But a crock pot running all day long on high, that could be a problem.
Okay.
That's good to know. And that's why it's important to talk to you about these things, because we don't know what we don't know. And you understand how these products work. You've seen how people have messed them up, and you know what maintenance is required. And so it's good to ask those questions.
Oh, absolutely. And the maintenance issue is usually the thing that makes a person's mind up, and that's why quartz becomes the most popular, because there is zero maintenance. And it's really, really durable. It don't scratch. I mean, it's really hard to scratch.
I mean, you talk about working with the experts, and I go back to flooring a little bit, and off the air we were talking about, we were talking about stories of seeing floors that, that weren't done by professionals, and, have loose spots and things and issues, and they get worse over time, and that's why it's so important to work with a team like Professional Floor Covering, because the job's going to get done right. I mean, I when we bought our house, I redid our floors myself. Big mistake. Won't ever. I mean, I have literally said by the end of it, I'm like, next time we do floors, we're going to talk to Randy and the team at Professional Floor Covering so that it gets done the right way and not Kale's it'll work for now way.
Right.
We love it when you attempt to do your floor yourself, because we know the next time you are not doing it.
It is that's probably one of your best marketing tools right there. Yeah, do your floors yourself once. Try it. See how that goes.
Pick a small room and do it yourself, and call us for the big ones.
Yeah, don't do what Kale did and pick most of the house.
But do not start the floor and then call us to come finish it. My guys do not like that. They don't appreciate that. They a lot of times don't even want nothing to do with it.
Talking with Randy at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, and you can visit them online at proflr.com. Remind folks again all the details about the big gold tag sale going on right now.
Gold tag sale is every Abbey product in the store is on sale. And to go along with that, we have a whole bunch of stock LVP and carpet. As you can look down, you see them all on the floor there with the hot buy tags on them. Those are all on sale as well. There is something for everybody in here. If you're remotely thinking about upgrading a room, this is the place to come.
There's never a bad time to come to Professional Floor Covering, but this is a pretty extra special time to come out and get that project done.
Yep, now is definitely the time.
Again, we're broadcasting live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You can also visit them online at proflr.com. One thing we have not mentioned, I have negated this. Remind folks of your store hours here at the showroom.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 5. Tuesday, Thursday, 9 to 6. We are not open on Saturdays, but if you need a Saturday appointment, stop in, chat with us. We'll work something out.
You had mentioned obviously quartz when it comes to countertops is a pretty popular option. Any other big trends you're seeing with countertops these days?
Well, mostly just that white marble.
Yeah.
Butcher block, we do sell a little bit of that. We also carry the cultured marble, which would be like bathroom tops, where the sink is molded into the countertop. It's all one piece. Those are pretty popular in the bathroom, and they offer a much lower price point than quartz. So, and then of course, we also have the laminate, which offers a wide variety of different edge profiles. But again, quartz, the very most popular. I mean, we sell more of them than anything.
All right, very good. Talking with Randy from Professional Floor Covering. We've got to step aside. We'll be back in a few minutes with more Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, who invite you to stop in and discover the floor model clearance sale on Symbol and Simmons Beauty Rest mattress sets right now. They've got new mattress sets arriving soon, and they got to clear out the discontinued models, and that means you get to get these top-of-the-line mattresses and save big. And they're made in Wisconsin. You can't complain about that. Love when it's a Wisconsin-made product. Stop in during the floor model clearance sale going on now at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Of course, quantities are limited, so don't wait too long to get in there. And, of course, they'll set you up with adjustable bases, headboards, bed frames. They can set you up with sheets. They've got mattress protectors as well. Love it. They'll deliver the new mattress, and they can help you dispose of the old one, which is a lot harder than you'd think it is. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam, online at mckinstrysHomeFurnishings.com. We are broadcasting live from Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. And Cale Zomer, Justin the Ninja Wilski, and Randy from Professional Floor Covering joining us. And we've been talking about a lot of the different stuff you've got here. We've been talking about the flooring. We've been talking about all the upgrades in the kitchen. But what about in the bathroom? You were just showing me a picture of a shower you did, and I'm telling you, if that's the kind of work you do, like, I don't even really need a shower revamp, but I might want one now. That was beautiful.
There is nothing like the beauty of a walk-in tile shower.
Yes, yeah, it's pretty relaxing when it's done right.
Right, and your design capabilities are endless. I mean, you can whatever you dream up can be done usually.
So talk about some of the different options folks can look at in the bathroom that professional floor covering that can help with.
Well, there's a multitude of things. We just got 2 vessel sinks in. I got them on Facebook. They're really cool.
Okay.
One of them is so a vessel sink, if you don't know what it is, it's a sink that sits on top of the countertop.
Oh, yeah.
Where it looks like a bowl or something sitting
yeah.
there. Right.
So these are, the one is like a big rock, and it's carved out. It's sitting over there. It's
We're
really,
gonna
really
check
neat.
that out during the break.
Yeah.
And the other one is petrified wood. So it's like a piece of wood. The inside is super hard. Like I don't know how they do that, but it really, really looks neat. Looks like a wooden sink.
That's
That is cool.
unbelievable. That sounds really. I'm gonna have to check that out during the break. And of course, you've got a variety of other sinks and probably some countertops for the bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the normal sinks too. Yeah.
The regular
You
sinks.
know, the
The
everyday,
boring sinks.
the everyday, very good quality sinks. That's
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And there's a lot of options that you guys offer when it comes to bathtubs and showers. Talk about some of the different options you
Yeah,
guys
so-
offer there.
Not so much bathtubs, but showers. We do a lot of cultured marble showers where, they're the 3 panels that go on the wall, maybe a sliding glass door, some with a seat, some without a seat. Those are really nice, especially, you're getting a little older. It's getting harder to get in and out of that bathtub to take a shower. You don't have to step over that. You can just, you got like a 3-inch curb, step up, you're in. We just did one in a new house, a tile shower. That one had a zero entrance, so there's no curb at all. Just slopes right to the drain. The possibilities are endless.
If I've got an existing, just kind of average everyday tub and shower, is it fairly simple for you guys to come in and add some of those glass panels to that?
So, if you have an existing bathtub shower, maybe a fiberglass unit,
Sure.
cut the thing out, put the new one in. Usually, them take like 1 day, 2 days
Wow.
max. But what did you say about the glass panel?
Talking about
Yeah,
the glass doors.
Yeah,
Oh,
the glass doors. Yeah.
Okay, so that's yeah, the doors are all right. They're
Okay.
nice, but that's more of a job for hometown glass.
Gotcha.
Now, what I like is I've seen now where people are really taking their shower spaces to a whole new level, where they might go in and build built-in benches. They might put heating under the tile and get that all prepped up. And really, if it's any shape they can build in there, you can kind of put some sort of tile on it, right?
Yeah, we can make anything work. I mean, there's a ton of neat things that could go in. There's little corner seats. There's a niche that recesses into the wall to set your shampoo bottles on. And a bench, you want a seat. That's kind of popular thing. We do a lot of them that way. I have one with a seat. I don't know. Maybe when I get a little older, I'll appreciate it more. But right now, it's just a spot to accumulate more bottles of shampoo.
Living in a house full of girls, I know how that works. Yeah.
Is there a bathroom job, a shower tub job that you've done that really sticks out as like, I really love how that particular one turned out. It was really cool.
Yeah, I did one for a friend of mine up in Black River Falls.
Okay.
That turned out really nice.
Yeah.
I've got a picture of it I could probably share with you.
All right.
But the problem is I don't have it grouted. I'm going to have to go back up there and grout it at some point, and he's been waiting for me for a couple, 3 weeks now.
Again, we're talking with Randy at Professional Floor Covering. May is the Gold Tag Sale. Remind folks about the Gold Tag Sale going on right now at Professional Floor Covering.
Gold Tag Sale puts everything on sale. If you're remotely thinking, now is definitely the time to buy. There are, there's going to be some tariff issues coming up in the future. So are some products that are probably going to end up going up in price.
Okay.
Probably not a lot, but most of the LVP is made overseas. There are some made in the USA that we carry. A lot of them have gotten out of China and now are made in South Korea
Okay.
or Vietnam. But there again, that was all reviewed, and they're changing the amount of tariffs, so them are probably going to go up a hair, but not a lot.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, we have all our stock, which is already bought and sitting here. Them are not going up at all.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Now, as far as timing, I wanted to ask. So, if I come in and I see a May Gold Tag sale and I get something in place with you, how long do I have to wait to see that new flooring or that new tile or that new countertop?
Well, countertops take like a quartz or granite top. Them take the longest. Them are probably a 4-week deal from measure to install.
Okay.
That's still pretty quick.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty decent turnaround time.
Yeah, but if you're a new house and your cabinets got set, it's a
Yeah,
long
and you're
time.
waiting on countertops. Yep, I know. My parents just went through a remodel. I think that was one of the last things they were waiting on.
Unfortunately, you don't want to measure for that top until after the cabinets are set, so that means you're waiting 3 more weeks for the top.
Right.
But as far as flooring products, smaller jobs we can slip in here and there, but we are generally 3 to 4 weeks out. I think right now we're at 4. So
Gives you plenty of time to move your furniture around and get it out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
And we talked about the incredible selection of flooring and all the different types. One thing we kind of failed to mention though and talk about is the custom area rugs that you do. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we have that Staten line. That's beautiful woven carpet that really, really is nice for an area rug. And we have the binding machine here. We can sew an edge on anything. I mean, even if you wanted a area rug out of a regular piece of carpet, any size, whatever, you need a custom size, just can't quite find the one that fits in your room, we can make it for you. It's no big deal. Just sew a little edge on it, roll it out, and there you have it.
Now, if I want something that's a little odd size, like I want it to be an octagon or I want it to be a rectangle or an L shape, can you guys accommodate that? Is that something you guys can do?
Okay, everyone you said is good except that L shape. Inside corners are really tough for the machine to get into.
Gotcha.
We would have to round that inside corner to get around it.
I'm surprised you didn't want an area rug in the shape of the Imperial logo from Star Wars.
I was thinking maybe the Death Star.
Yeah, or the well, I mean that's round,
round.
so that would probably work. Yeah, Death Star area rug.
I
like
would
that.
think you guys would want WBEV putting your
Ooh, yeah.
There you go. Rug.
Oh, we should talk to Sherry about getting a custom WBEV area
no,
rug
I was
in the
talking
back.
about for your living room.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I mean,
Sure.
yeah, sure. Why
Bring
not?
my work home more often than I already do.
Of
yeah.
course, of course. Again, talking with Randy from Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. Now, I have to tell you, this day in history is a little bit special because it was on this day back in 1899 that something pretty important happened. Do you want to guess what it was?
Let's see. How old am I? No, it's not that.
No, 1899. Yeah, not 1999, 1899. I'll tell you, it has something to do with a piece of equipment that we've been breaking out in the last couple of weeks around here.
I imagine it has to be something to do with lawn care.
Okay, you're right on it. It was back on this day, back in 1899, that the lawnmower was first patented. How about that? And that's good news because here at Professional Floor Covering, you also have Pro Edge Sharpening here that does blade sharpening. Talk a little bit about that side of the business.
Yeah, that's that time of year. God, I mowed the lawn here yesterday and I hit the curb. I'm going to have to sharpen my blade. It wasn't good. But yeah, the blades are coming in. It's like $9 to sharpen a blade. But it don't work very well when the blade is mutilating the grass.
Yep.
You definitely need to get it sharp.
Not good for your lawn. It
No.
can cause quite a bit of damage.
Not good for your lawnmower either. You're talking
No.
about bogging down the motor, causing
Correct.
issues. A sharp blade is definitely worth getting. But it's not just lawnmower blades.
Yeah, talk about what else.
Everything with an edge is what we hear on the commercial. And I know I've gotten a tour of the Pro Edge sharpening room before, and we're talking chainsaw blades for maybe your spring cleanup, or if you have a down tree or something after a storm, knives for the kitchen, which I think is a great benefit, scissors, sharpening scissors. I know people that'll just throw a scissors away and not worry about sharpening it. And if you got really nice scissors, like my wife's got some nice fabric ones, you don't want to throw those away. Those are, $120 scissors.
Exactly.
Right. I don't know that it's worth having the $3 dollar store pair
Fiskars,
have
yeah.
sharpened, but they definitely can be done. Router bits are another one. I mean, router bits and saw blades, carbide tip saw blades. There's no reason to throw that away and get a new one. You can, for a fraction of the price of a new one, you can get them sharpened to be as good as new or better.
That is really awesome.
Yeah, it's an awesome service to have because those blades, they need sharpening. They need sharpening. We're talking with Randy from Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. Also, Pro Edge Sharpening. If you've got any kind of blade, scissors, drill bit, you name it. If it can be sharpened, if it's got an edge, as we say, it can be sharpened. We've got to step aside for one last break. We'll be back in just a few minutes to wrap things up from Professional Floor Covering here on 95.3 WBEV and Daily Dodge TV. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are live at Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. Kale Zomer, Ninja, and Randy from Professional Floor Covering is with us, and we've been talking about all the great stuff going on here. Of course, it's the Gold Take Sale. We'll talk about that in a second. Mother's Day, though, coming up this Sunday. Ninja, have you finished your Mother's Day shopping?
I have, yes. Everything is completed. I even booked a brunch. We're all set.
Nice.
Now, mind you, when I say that, that's for my wife, not my mom. For my mom, so far, she's gotten a, hey, if I don't see you before then, Happy Mother's Day. I will do better. Don't get mad at me. I will do better.
Wait a minute. Your mother is your mother. You're
Right.
talking about your wife.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're not. That's not your mom.
I know. But I also know my kids aren't going to do anything.
Yeah,
so
well, my kids-
somebody's got to.
I feel your pain because my kids are too young to do anything yet for themselves. So I gotta, so yeah, I've gotta stop over next door after this and maybe pick something up for Mother's Day for the wife.
Yeah, but the best thing you can buy is right here in the store.
I was gonna
a gift
say-
certificate for a new floor. Do not pick the floor out and have it installed and her have no part. Or say
Yeah,
in it.
it's usually that you want to make that at least somewhat of a mutual
Yeah, if you're
decision.
gonna do that, you might as well just buy her a vacuum cleaner or something.
Oh yeah,
because
it's
you're gonna
probably
be in
not a
trouble.
great idea either. But
I'll get her some new countertops, so when she's making me dinner, she'll have something good to look at, right?
Yeah, that's probably not gonna
yeah,
work.
again, probably not. But you do gift certificates here. If somebody wants
Absolutely. That's the only way to do it. Definitely do not pick that out. You'll have 15 years of complaining about who picked this out. I don't like the color.
If you had to guess, there's the National Retail Federation has put out their estimated numbers for this year for Mother's Day. If you had to guess what the average person in the United States is spending on Mother's Day, what do you think it is?
Ooh, boy.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, we got
One of them little flower things are like $40, ain't they?
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
trying to do
not
the math
cheap.
on that. So flower basket, maybe a dinner. I'm going to say 160.
160. Randy, what's your guess?
Yeah, I would say at least 100.
According to the National Retail Federation, they actually expect the average person to spend around $259 on Mother's Day this year. Total Mother's Day spending is going to be expected to reach about $34.1 billion this year, which is up from $33.5 billion last year. So about another $500 million more in spending for Mother's Day. So yeah, if you haven't shopped for mom yet, get out there and shop for mom and get her something nice because, like they used to tell us, they brought us into this world, they can take us out, right?
I mean,
And if you haven't spent the $250, you are below average.
yeah. And if you really want to step it up, because it sounds like you've probably been letting your game slip for years, that gift certificate to Pro
Yep.
Floor is probably not a bad idea.
Exactly. So come on in. Again, Randy, details on remind folks of the details on the Gold Tag sale going on right now.
Gold Tag sale is every Abbey product in the store is on sale. Doesn't matter if it's LVP, carpet, hardwood, on sale. And then we also have there's also free sink with quartz countertop.
Ooh, yeah, free sink with a quartz countertop. That's a deal. Got to remember that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, there's something for everybody in here. Just take the time, stop in, and you can touch it, you can feel it, you can see the color.
And again, remind folks of your store hours.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 till 5. Tuesday, Thursday, 9 till 6.
All right, very good. And where can folks find you online?
PROFLR.com.
Very good. That is Randy from Professional Floor Covering. Thanks for having us out here again today. It's always fun coming out and chatting.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming.
And before we get out of here, Ninja, a reminder to everybody, 1 week from today, it's our next WBEV Brat Fry. We're going to be next Friday, May 16th. We'll be at Silica for your home over on North Spring Street in Beaver Dam. 11 till 1, get that pernit brat with a soda or a water for just $2. And new this year, it's the 95K Sizzling Sweepstakes. Have you seen the vault?
I've seen the vault. Charlie gave me a sneak peek of the vault, and it's so cool. Little money bags inside and everything.
So you come out to our Brat Fry, and each time you come out to the Brat Fry, you can try a 6-digit code on the vault. And if you unlock that vault, you got a shot at $95,000.
No, it's not
could
a shot
you use
at. You
95?
get it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You, could you use $95,000?
That would put some really amazing carpet and LVP in my house. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it would. Absolutely.
I like the way you think.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So again, our 95K Sizzling Sweepstakes, your shot at $95,000, plus hundreds of other prizes going to be given away over the course of the summer as well. So you can check out all the details on the 95K Sizzling Sweepstakes on the contest page, DailyDodge.com. And, of course, you'll find a complete Brat Fry schedule at DailyDodge.com. And we're still adding Brat Fries yet, so check back often. So thanks again, Randy, for having us out today. It's been a blast. Thank you, Ninja, for
My pleasure
helping
being
us
here.
out today, co-hosting video, doing, I don't know,
Of
about
course,
8
substitute for
different
Wally,
things.
but I try.
Doing 8 different things. And thanks to Corey back at the Slumberland Studios for keeping us going as well. That is going to do it for Hometown Today. Senior Solutions is up next here on 95.3 WBEV.